How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a glorious day. Today, we're sitting at number 25 in the world in the Builder-Based Clash of Clans. Currently sitting at number 4 in the United States. We're going to be going over my two most recent 6-star attacks on the same base, just to showcase how you can sort of adapt and when to pick and choose what army to use. Because the biggest thing that people will ask me is, like, how can I get better? How do I identify weaknesses in the base from the 1 minute of scouting and decide which army to use? So currently I've been mostly avoiding the cannon cart attack strategy since there are tons and tons of traps. However, this base screams and wants to be attacked by cannon carts. Why is that? We have a giant cannon and all 3 archer towers on the exterior of the base. So you could potentially take out each archer tower with 1 archer and then a couple hits from the cannon carts, or you could use 2 archers, fully take out the archer tower. Similarly, you could deploy 2 archers on the giant cannon, and that will take care of that. And then we have the 2 baby dragons specifically for this lava launcher. So we'll get into the attack now, because we're going to be doing this pretty quickly. For the setup at least, and then we let the cannon carts play out. So my idea is we send in the battle chopper from the left hand side so it can take out this archer tower. We start clearing out the trash in front of the southern archer tower. Then we send in 1 other cannon cart on the right hand side just to help start with cleanup. And then we're able to pad the baby dragons into this archer tower. So the first one will take out the archer tower and splash onto the lava launcher. And then we can send in a second baby dragon from this elixir collector. Now once it locks onto the double cannon, we can use the breath ability and we'll take out that lava launcher. Sending in the 2 archers onto the giant cannon. They are fairly safe since the archers are inside of a dead building. So we know there can't be any traps around there. We do see a couple bombs pop up on the right hand side of the base, so it looks like they were trapping for more of the 3 o'clock deployment of archers instead of the more 4 or 5 o'clock that we did. So we have 1 more archer left over to help out with this archer tower. Battle chopper goes down, but that is fine since now we can just worry about staying out of the range of this Tesla. We will be doing really, really good against this base. Somehow, on this Red 100 guy's base for Midnight Bash, no traps against the cannon carts. Just spectacular. It's one of the scariest things when you're using cannon carts is hitting that push trap. It can be so terrible. So as we wrap up here, we can move and take a look into the second stage. On this stage, we do have the 3 cannons and the multi-mortar, as well as, I believe, 1 or 2 more Teslas. So what I like to do is bring in, if I can afford it, have the luxury, I love to bring in 1 pack of barbarians, so that way we can deploy them literally right where we want to deploy the cannon carts, and then those barbarians will spring all of the Teslas, the push traps, the bombs, everything. You know, they don't get every single area, you know, depending on the cannon cart pathing. Barbarians can miss sometimes, but it is very, very helpful just to clear 1 area to make sure that it is safe. So, cannon cart gets in range of the Tesla, so we have to deploy a hog glider to help take that out. We also are going to be within range of the cannon, unfortunately, so we're going to have to use our other hog glider to stun that cannon, try to save that cannon cart so that we can at least start taking out some of these defenses on the inside of the base. Now that all the cannons are destroyed with that last hit, we can deploy our battle machine onto the right hand side of the base to take out this multi-mortar and the last Tesla. So you have to be pretty careful about time, and on this base in particular there is a centralized auto outpost, so our cannon carts on the normal ground mode, they actually won't be able to reach that centralized hull. unless we put them on mortar mode. So it's kind of helpful, but just something to take note that, you know, you might have to try and beat through a wall if there are no other defenses or other trash buildings around the base. So here we are going to be doing the same attack on the base, but a little bit of a different approach, just to mix things up a little bit. So what I like to do is, because what usually happens at the highest level in the builder base is people will oftentimes max out their attacks so they can no longer attack, because I guess they're just in the clouds for a long time. I know it's happened to me a couple times where the game won't let you attack until you take a defense, so that your defensive trophies can sort of catch up, bring it back down with everyone else, so you're not just infinitely climbing like we saw last season where people were getting up to like 18, 19, 20,000 trophies, just insane. So what people are able to do is push up very, very quickly in trophies, and then they can wait and play around with their defenses, move traps around, try to trap different approaches, because a lot of times you'll be attacked by the same person like 2, 3, even 4 times in a row. So a lot of times they might fail the first time because it's a new base they might not have seen before. You know, if you trap them up the second time, they'll probably fail again. You know, if you switch bases, it's another new base, so it can get pretty tricky. So that's where I like to go with a slightly different version, kind of mix up where the cannon carts are, just in case they put the push traps like exactly where my cannon carts were last time. So this time it does look like the second stage is exactly the same. All those bombs are going off the exact same way, so we can start to deploy our cannon carts. Now we know there's a Tesla to the left-hand side of the cannon and to the left-hand side of the multi-mortar, so we're able to take out the archer from the guard post, and then we're going to be slowly letting the cannon carts get into the interior of the base. Being careful to watch this barbarian from the guard post, pretty much the only thing that can take out a guard or a cannon cart. And we're just barely trying to get in range of this cannon because we know there's going to be a Tesla popping up soon. And then we're able to save our hogs, which is nice, so we can, you know, deploy them whenever we need. Probably deploy them on the, the multi-mortar and the Tesla. So okay, we do get in range of the Tesla. Nothing we can do about that since we hit the 50% destruction. Tesla's going to activate. And I'd much rather deploy the 2 hogs on the same side of the base, so they can definitely take out the multi-mortar and the Tesla, and then they can sort of tag team and work together to take out the rest of the defenses. And then potentially either the cannon cart will take out the Tesla, or the hogs will group up together and take out the Tesla. So very nice 6-star attack, just doing things a little bit differently. So let me know if you like these videos. I know I was gonna try and do some live attacks the whole season, but as you guys can see from the attack log, a lot of it is the same bases. So, you know, I attacked the baller's life 2 times. I believe he then switched up his base and then got trapped and failed a couple of times. So unfortunately, that is sort of how the builder base is going. We are having a live defense by baller's life, so I'm going to be taking a look at that. But make sure to like and subscribe if you like the video, want to help me out, helps grow the channel, much appreciated. There are a couple more videos on the screen if you want to keep on watching. Until next time, take care.